Welcome to Legion Builds, where I guide you on how to bring your favorite fictional characters into Dungeons & Dragons. This video and all my content is made possible by my Patreon supporters, and it's dedicated to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You're all the reasons why this keeps going. Join the Legion today at patreon.com/63rdlegion for free and help decide next week's new character. Joining my paid tiers allows you early access to my content, a shout out in my videos, homebrew D&D items for your games, and a chance to play some D&D in the Patreon community. Time for another dive into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Karai. Over the course of the comics and other media, Karai's origins has changed a lot. She started out as a descendant of the Shredder, eventually becoming Splinter's daughter, and even further. She even once mutated into a snake woman, but one thing never changes. She always starts things off as a loyal soldier of the Foot Clan, keeping it together no matter what is happening. In times when the Shredder is dead or just gone, Karai has done whatever is necessary to maintain the clan as an organization. This includes taking mercenary work to help fund them, or even eliminate those who would try to control them. It is because of this that she has gained respect and admiration within the ninja clan itself, and many of the members have become completely loyal to her alone. This of course doesn't factor in her amazing skills as a ninja herself. For today's build, we'll be using the Player's Handbook. We're using standard point array to keep things simple, and we are multi-classing, so watch those minimums if you use another system. Make Dex 15, Intelligence 14, Charisma 13, Wisdom 12, Con 10, and we're going to be dumping Strength with an 8, but we'll be fixing this pretty quickly. Karai is a human, resourceful, gives you an inspiration dice when you finish a long rest if you don't already have one. Skillful gives you a free skill, take Persuasion. Versatile gives you a free origin feat. For this feat, Alert adds your proficiency bonus to your initiative rolls, and before combat begins you can switch places with a willing ally in the initiative order if both of you aren't incapacitated. To finish out your lineage, you know the language Common and 2 more of your choice. For background, place +2 into strength and +1 into dex. For your origin feat, Tavern Brawler makes your unarmed strikes 1d4 plus your strength modifier. You are now proficient in improvised weapons. You can re-roll unarmed strike damage rolls of 1. And finally, when you hit with an unarmed strike, you can deal damage and push them back by 5 feet. For skills, take Investigation and Deception. To finish out your background, take Proficiency in a Poisoner's Kit. Level 1 rogues start things off with 4 skills. Take Stealth, Acrobatics, Athletics, and Perception. You are proficient in simple weapons, martial weapons with the Light or Finesse property, light armor, thieves' tools, and the saving throws Dex and Intelligence. Expertise grants you double the proficiency bonus to 2 skills you are proficient with of your choice. Place this into Stealth and Acrobatics. Sneak Attack lets you add damage to your attacks once per turn when you hit with a finesse or ranged weapon. While you have advantage on the attack or an ally within 5 feet of your target, you deal an extra 1d6 of damage. Thieves' Cant gives you the coded language Thieves' Cant and 1 more language of your choice. Weapon Mastery improves your weapon skills. At the end of a long rest, you choose 2 weapons you're proficient with, and now when you use them, you can use their Weapon Mastery property. For some weapons you'll use, darts and short swords give you Vex, which gives you advantage on your next attack against a creature you've hit with this weapon before the end of your next turn. Scimitars and daggers give you Nick, which allow you to attack with 2 light weapons using the same action, freeing up your bonus action. Level 2 rogues gain Cunning Action. Dash, Disengage, and Hide are bonus actions for you. Level 3 rogues now have access to their subclass. Thief from the Player's Handbook is going to complete your abilities nicely. Second Story Work gives you a climbing speed equal to your walking speed and uses your dex stat to determine your jump distance. Fast Hands turns the magic action to use an object, the Utilize action, or Sleight of Hand checks into bonus actions for you. Steady Aim improves your attacks. Now on a turn you haven't moved, you can use your bonus action to reduce your speed to 0, and now you have advantage on your next attack. Your speed remains 0 until the end of your current turn. Your sneak attack is now 2d6 extra damage. Level 4 rogues earn our first ability score improvement, Bump Up Dex for more attack, damage, and stealth. Level 5 rogues learn Cunning Strikes. Now, once per turn, when you use Sneak Attack, you can subtract the extra damage dice to add effects to the attack. If the Cunning Strike has a DC, it is based on your dex. For these effects, Trip costs 1d6 and you force a dex save if they are a size large or smaller, giving them the prone condition if they fail. Withdraw costs 1d6, and after you damage them, you can move up to half your total speed without provoking attack of opportunity. Poison is 1d6, and if you have a Poisoner's Kit, you can force a con save, and if they fail, they have the poison condition for 1 minute, and can retake the save at the end of each of their turns to end the condition. Uncanny Dodge lets you reduce damage you take from an attack with a reaction, reducing it to half. Your Sneak Attack is now 3d6 extra damage. You've hit character level 5, bring your proficiency bonus to +3. Level 6 rogues receive 2 more expertise. Place this into Perception and Persuasion. Level 7 rogues unlock Evasion. Now when you aren't incapacitated and you pass a dex save, you take no damage or half on a failure. Reliable Talent improves your skills. Now when you take a d20 test for a skill or tool you're proficient with, a result of 9 or lower counts as 10. Your Sneak Attack is now 4d6 extra damage. Level 1 fighters begin with bonus proficiencies. You are now proficient in all weapons, medium armor, and shields. Fighting Style gives you a Fighting Style feat. For this feat, dueling adds +2 to a weapon's damage when you are holding it with one hand and holding no other weapon. Second Wind lets you shrug off damage by healing yourself with a bonus action by 1d10 plus your fighter level. You can do this twice per long rest but regain 1 use after a short rest. Weapon Mastery is the same, but you now have up to 3 weapon masteries instead. Level 2 fighters gain Action Surge. You can give yourself a free action once per short or long rest, but you can't cast spells with this. Tactical Mind lets you use Second Wind when you fail a skill check, adding the d10 to the check, and if you still fail, you don't burn the use of Second Wind. Your character level 9, raise your proficiency bonus to +4. Level 3 fighters now have access to their subclass. Battlemaster from the player's handbook is going to make you a better warrior. Combat Superiority grants you superiority dice, which are 4d8s per short or long rest. You can use these to perform special maneuvers. Student of War gives you 1 more skill from fighter, take survival, and proficiency in an artisan tool of your choice. I'd take Smith's tools to maintain and make new weapons. For your maneuvers, Ambush costs 1 superiority dice, which you add to the initiative roll or a stealth check. Parry lets you use your reaction to spend 1 superiority dice when you are hit with an attack, decreasing the damage by the superiority dice plus your dex modifier. Repose costs 1 superiority dice that you spend as a reaction when a creature misses you with a melee attack, allowing you to attack them. If you hit, you add the superiority dice to the damage. Level 4 rogues earn another ability score improvement, Cap Off Dex. You now have 3 uses of Second Wind and up to 4 weapon masteries. Level 5 fighters unlock Extra Attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action. Tactical Shift allows you to move up to half your speed when you use Second Wind, and this movement doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. Level 6 fighters earn another ability score improvement, Let's Grab a Feat. Inspiring Leader from the player's handbook is going to raise the morale of your loyal ninja. First, this adds +1 to your charisma, and then you can give yourself a bolstering performance. Now when you finish a short or long rest, you can give an inspirational speech, giving up to 6 allies within 30 feet of you that witness the speech temporary hit points equal to your character level plus your charisma modifier. You're now character level 13, make your proficiency bonus +5. Level 8 rogues earn another ability score improvement, Bump Up Wisdom. Level 9 Thief rogues get Supreme Sneak. You get a new cunning action with Stealth Attack. This costs 1d6, and if you have the invisible condition from the hide action, and you end your turn behind half, quarter, or total cover, the attack doesn't give away your position. Your Sneak Attack is now 5d6 extra damage. Level 10 rogues earn another ability score improvement, Let's Get Your Con Up for more health. Level 11 rogues learn improved Cunning Strikes. You can now add 2 different Cunning Strikes, but must still pay for both. Your Sneak Attack is now 6d6 extra damage. You're at the final milestone, character level 17, max out your proficiency bonus at +6. Level 12 rogues earn our final ability score improvement, place this into con once more. Level 13 Thief Rogues receive Used Magic Device. You can now attune up to 4 magical items at once. Also, when you use a magic item that requires charges, roll a d6. On a roll of 6, you can use the item without expending a charge. Finally, you can now use Spell Scrolls. Your sneak attack is now 7d6 extra damage. Our final level is level 14 Rogue, and you get Devious Strikes. You gain 3 new Cunning Strikes for you to use. For these strikes, days cost 2d6 and forces a con save. If they fail, they can now only do one thing on their following turn. They can move, take an action, or take a bonus action. Obscure costs 3d6 and forces a dex save, giving them the blinded condition until the end of their next turn if they failed. Knockout costs 6d6 and forces a con save. If they fail, they are unconscious for 1 minute or until they take damage, and they can retake the save at the end of each of their turns to end the effect. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 10, Dex 20, Con 14, Intelligence 14, Wisdom 14, and Charisma 14. Your total class levels are Fighter 6, Rogue 14. Let's dive in. Firstly, you're a pretty well-rounded ninja. None of your stats are in the negative. None of your skills can be below 10 on a d20 test. 4 of your skills are adding plus 12 before you even get to the modifiers. Your jump is based on your dex. Your initiative is plus 11 plus 1d8, and you can add a d8 to your AC. And I should say your stealth rolls will always be 27 or better, and you can add a d8 to this. You're a true stealth fighter. Your attack is plus 11. Using a short sword, you're dealing 1d6 plus 5. You can add plus 7d6. You can attack twice or up to 4 times with an action surge. Your sneak attack can add bonus effects, and you can attack someone that misses you. To round everything out, you're a true leader with the ability to inspire and hold people together. Downside: not much here. Your total health taking the average is close to 150 HP, and your unarmed strikes have no modifier is all I can think of. You're pretty well rounded in the stat department. It's time to lead the foot in the Shredder's name, or kill the Shredder in the name of your true father, or become a snake lady. So many different and crazy timelines in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'd like to give a special shout out to my Artificer tier. Thank you, Christopher R. Hunter, Java Squirrel, Daniel Saffler, and Adam. You guys rock. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build each week on YouTube and Spotify. And make sure to check out my Patreon, where you can help decide next week's new character.